What is going on, everybody? Depraved Slasher here. We are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are...
HellaDepraved.
Yes, we are. And we're back at it with some more G-Mo Skee, Fifth Element. Filth Element. Yeah.
With a very interesting title for a song.
This is called Prolapse. If I don't have at least one asshole joke in this song...
I would be very sad.
I will be sad.
I just, you know... I hope it's not a personal problem, and if it is, you should go see a doctor. Yeah.
Right.
They're not friendly.
No, we're excited though. We've been excited for every single fucking G-Mo track. This album
has been fantastic.
Has been fire. Top 5 easily albums I've heard this year. But the problem is, there's been so many good albums, especially from independent artists this year.
Right. And that's just hip hop.
And that's just hip hop.
There's been some fantastic rock, metal, other albums out there. Just this year, well, the last 2 years, honestly, have been incredible for that.
Right.
So at least for the time at home has done something correct, right?
Right. Right. Sorry. Big yawn.
But yeah, even just pulling this up and seeing some of the older tracks of his that we missed, we're like, oh, we're going to have to work backwards a little bit.
Right.
At some point. So yeah.
But yeah, so with that being said, we're going to react to this. If you guys have already heard it, if not, click the link in the description below. Hop on over to the things coming back and say that because we're a commentary, reaction, breakdown, comedy channel. What that means is we're going to pause for whatever the fuck we want to pause for. So, with that being said, it is time to slash it up and break it down. This is G-Mo Skee with Prolapse. Let's get it.
G-Mo Skee's Prolapse.
Fuck you, fuck you.
And there was his response. Yeah.
Fuck you.
You know,
Sorry.
He set himself up for it.
Fuck you, you're cool, and fuck you.
I'm out.
Yeah, fuck you.
That's how I play Duck Duck Goose.
Fuck you, you're cool, and fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you.
What is that off of? That's a movie that does that.
Really?
It's like, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you, I'm out.
Oh, God. I've seen it.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, that's how I play Duck Duck Goose, though.
Because I've done that after getting fired from a job before. Not aggressively and
just
jerkingly.
Sort of like, you know.
I just thought it was a funny thing to do.
Right. But, you know, if you're gonna leave, you're gonna leave. Anyway.
You're cool, and fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. My heart died with my old habits. Old habits. So fuck the world till it prolapses. Don't compare me to those rappers. These lips kiss no asses. I put my dick in a gold magnum and fuck the world till it prolapses. Don't mention us in the...
I guess it's kind of an asshole reference.
That is a terrible way to get a prolapse. That is a terrible
Being
way.
Fucked?
Yeah. Until you prolapse. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, that's one of these. It's so much nice. Well, it's so much funnier to give people these weird curses like I hope you step on a Lego.
Right.
Like I hope you get fucked until you prolapse.
Eh.
That is an excellent hex. I will remember that. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I put my dick in a gold magnum and fuck the world till it prolapse. Don't mention us in the same respect. I upgraded, I'm Jason X. You the same exact fucking lame I met who was sucking.
Look, mad props for the horror reference.
You're mad.
But I'm also going to degrade a point for using Jason X. That is a terrible movie.
Okay, but it makes absolute sense in this. Like, he used it perfectly. It is a terrible movie, although I will say that it's fun in its weirdness.
Although it does have one of my favorite kills.
That too.
He wraps a girl in a sleeping bag and beats the other girl in the sleeping bag with it.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Which was supposed to be a throwback to his kill in the sleeping bag from, what is it, the
one of the other ones.
2 or 3. But those are my favorite kills by far. Like when the sleeping bag kills are always, for some reason, the ones that make me laugh my ass off. And I honestly, I don't think I know what happens for the next 5 minutes in any of the movies. I'm too busy laughing every single time. Yeah.
No, actually, fun fact. I actually slightly enjoy Jason X. Slightly. For the kills alone. Some of the kills are actually pretty cool.
The kills in that one are fabulous.
Like the one where he sticks a girl's face into a thing of...
and it turns to ice, and then he just shatters her.
And he smashes her on the edge of the sink.
Yeah. No, they've got some very creative... It was an interesting concept, you know, putting him in a world where he doesn't know what he's... It was an interesting concept. It just wasn't, you know...
So I'm always a fan of taking horror movie characters and putting them in cities. Mm-hmm. So, and I think that's why I liked another terrible Friday movie, Jason Takes Manhattan.
Right.
Admittedly terrible, still my favorite. That's not the remake. But I love, like putting him in Manhattan, or when Predator in Predator 2 goes to the concrete jungle.
Okay.
Things like that I really enjoy, but once they start traveling out into space, like Leprechaun in Space, Jason X, things like that, I'm like, okay, again, you're mixing two things I don't think should be mixed together.
Here's my thing. I like that they put him in, like, the virtual reality worlds. I don't think that they needed to do it in space, if that makes sense. So I liked the concept, but I felt like it just wasn't all that it could have been, and space was unnecessary, honestly. Right. Yeah. Fabulous kills, though.
The same respect, I upgraded, I'm Jason X. You the same exact fucking lame I met who was sucking dick trying to gain a rep. Dave Koresh, I'm just as guilty because the flame is set when I'm in the building. I'll still do you niggas filthy. Can you understand me? Can you figure?
That was filthy. David Koresh, the Waco, Texas line.
I didn't get it.
Oh, he said he's Dave Koresh and it sets flames when he's in the building. David Koresh was Waco, Texas, where, like, he set his cult on fire in the building.
There's a lot of cults.
That one was significant. That was a big one because the FBI could have handled it a little better. Like, there was a major shootout because...
I remember the shootout, but I thought the shootout happened with the one, the Kool-Aid drinking people.
No. Jim Jones.
I get them all mixed up. Like I said, there's enough cults that have gone down in fucking flames, figuratively speaking.
Yeah, no, Jim Jones, I mean, they gunned down the senator, mayor, or something that came through, and a lot of people wanted to be rescued. But right after that is when Jim Jones had everyone drink the Flavor Aid, and those that didn't die of cyanide got shot. And there were only a few, like a handful of survivors. But there weren't, other than probably corralling them all in one place to make them take the Flavor Aid. No guns or fire involved. No, Koresh was the shootout that the FBI got severely blamed for how they handled it, and honestly, it was a whole mess. It was a mess. But because they stockpiled guns, ammunitions, grenades, and shit to set everything on fire, Koresh took his cult down with him, and unfortunately, I think there were still children and women in there.
There usually are.
Yeah. So that was a filthy bar. Fabulous, but filthy bar.
The flame is set when I'm in the building. I'll still do you niggas filthy. Can you understand me? Can you figure deals me? I put my pen in a briefcase cause they treating it how they treat weight. The shit's illegal in 3 states and I'm taking flights with the cheap rates. Your team on a chain link gate, standing there yelling we fake. Maybe that's why we can't relate. Stay the fuck out of G-Mo Skee's face because my heart died with my old habits. Old habits. So fuck the world till it prolapse. Don't compare me to those rappers. These lips kiss no asses. I put my dick in a gold magnum and fuck the world till it prolapse. Don't mention us in the same respect or the same light. You not as hot. If you walk them out in my shoes, you better bring them back cause they cost a lot. I aim high with the infrared and do the same shit Will Smith did to Fred. I got a horse dick, call me Mr. Ed. One hit, now your sister's dead. Before I let you
no wonder the world has a prolapse. Wow.
Horse is a horse.
So he's hung.
Right.
Yeah. Tripod.
He's a tripod.
It's like a baby's arm holding an apple.
What is that off of?
Austin Powers.
Is it Austin Powers?
Yeah. It's the Mini-Me. And he says that he's a tripod.
I know the tripod thing was off of Austin Powers.
It's so cute because he stands there like this.
See, the baby's arm thing sounds like something Deadpool would say as well. So I thought,
Probably.
I don't know.
But yeah, no, that original one was Mini-Me when he's, you know. But,
Because I remember them saying the tripod line in Austin Powers, and then, was his name Vern? The actual actor.
I don't remember.
But I remember him doing the thing where he bends over and does this.
Right. Yeah. It's cute. It's adorable. But I like all of those lines. If you walk a mile in my shoes, you better bring them back because they cost a lot. Like, I am still a jealous whore over
I want the Freddy shoes.
Yeah, I don't even know if he caught that on his Instagram because I never got a response back. But the 1, 2, I'm jealous of your shoes. 3, 4, I'm a jealous whore. But yeah. So, all of those were funny.
Bring them back cause they cost a lot. I aim high with the infrared and do the same shit Will Smith did to Fred. I got a horse dick, call me Mr. Ed. One hit, now your sister's dead. Before I let you niggas do me wrong, I'ma put my skull through a pussy hole. I'm rawer than a sushi roll. Y'all niggas do the Tootsie Roll. You non-believers better stop there. The Lord's crying, I'm God tier. Fuck with me, it is not fair. Get your shit folded like a lawn chair, bitch. My heart died with my old habits. So fuck the world till it prolapse. Don't compare me to those rappers. These lips kiss no asses. I put my dick in a gold magnum and fuck the world till it prolapse. Don't mention us in the same respect. That's absurd to me. That's perjury. I'm 10 toes down. Y'all not. Cause y'all got Ninja Turtle feet. I keep the
Y'all 6 toes down.
Right?
Fucking weirdos.
They stand weird. Looks weird. It's just weird. But yeah. I like the Ninja Turtles. Good reference. There's a lot of good references to stuff that we like.
Right.
God tier. You know, come on now.
perjury. I'm 10 toes down, y'all not, cause y'all got Ninja Turtle feet. I keep it solid like Ben Grimm, and y'all fraudulent pretend friends. Since an infant, I had to change.
I keep it solid like Ben Grimm.
I caught that. I just don't know who Ben Grimm is.
The Thing.
Oh. Okay. All
That's
right.
his actual name.
That I did not know.
Another good reference, especially since here's the plug. We do a Marvel podcast every Monday.
Not me.
Every Monday and Thursday. We've actually
Yeah.
been going through a lot of the old comics.
He and Ralph do, and it's fun.
We make fun of them because they are so badly written to today's standards.
I know, but they're fun.
And Stan Lee has even admitted he didn't know how to write women in comics. So, like, you can definitely tell. Every time a woman talks, her hands are up by her face like this.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm like, was that a 60s thing? Did women go, oh, hi, Jan, how's it going?
No.
I don't know.
But I have seen women, like, do that.
I have to.
It's weird.
You've probably seen it a lot more than I did.
Yeah.
Out in Cali.
Yeah.
I keep it solid like Ben Grimm, and y'all fraudulent.
Pumpkin spice lattes are back.
Well, thank God that wasn't a thing when I was still there.
Pretend friends since an infant. I had a chainsaw in my crib, bitch, going vin. Niggas know that I'm mad livid. No toilet paper in the pandemic, so I take a page of your rap lyrics, ball it up and wipe my ass with it. Make origami with your rap image, then I smash shit at the last minute. Real recognize real, y'all niggas catfishing. We mad different, nigga. My heart died with my old habits. So fuck the world till it prolapse. Don't compare me to those rappers. These lips kiss no asses. I put my dick in a gold magnum and fuck the world till it prolapses.
Woo. I like his woo-woos.
I like the
Right?
and then you think the song's about to end.
Yeah,
and then
it's
kicks
a
right
really
back in
nice
for one more
pause,
chorus
and then
run.
the bass hit really hard. Yeah, that was nice. But, you know, he's fucking the world. So, you know, you gotta pause for breath or something and then, you know, go at it again. So, and hit it hard. Hit it hard. Counts. That was fabulous. That's fantastic. And if I still had my old speakers in my car, this would be a fun one to bump and drive past, like, places that you should not be with a song like this going. Like, you know, elementary schools, churches, stuff like that. You've never done anything like that?
I have.
Okay.
Not church, not like elementary schools, but I've gone to church bumping shit that I should not have been bumping in the fucking church parking lot.
Okay, so this is for G-Mo, because he hasn't heard the story. So I have a 98 Chevy Camaro, and it's got T-tops. And I did used to go to a private Christian school that I left because I hated it. My sister, however, is 4.5 years younger than me, and she went there until she graduated from high school. So, since I could drive 4.5 years before she could, I used to be voluntold to go pick her up from school. And I still knew most of the people there, still disliked them. They still disliked me, and it was still a private Christian school. So I would bump Two Shorts Blowjob Betty with the T-tops off and the windows down to go pick up my little sister from school. And she hated me. And they hated me. And you know what? It was fine. It was fine.
So my 1 year that I was able to actually drive to high school, oftentimes I would leave school listening to what at that time was then an older song from either Nelly or the Saint Lunatics. I mean, they're one and the same.
Right.
And it was Ride the Bus. Real haters ride with us.
Right.
Haters was not the word used there, though. And then, at church, I mean, you know, you roll in bumping ICP, Eminem, whatever.
Right. I mean, honestly,
And then-
most of the stuff in my car was metal, so...
Get out, praise
Black
the
Sabbath.
Lord, go home, bang the pastor's daughter. I mean, you know, I was all kinds of a fucked up kid.
We were great. We were doing good. You know, they had a dress code. I didn't. I'd show up in knee-high boots, mini skirt,
Right.
you know, boobs showing, the whole 9 yards, bumping. I'd normally put on Too Short when I was pulling up just because, well,
Ludacris, T.I.
I knew every single word to Blowjob Betty. I was also older than you, so some of that stuff wasn't out when I was picking my sister up from school. But, you know, some of the metal definitely was, and you know, War Pigs, stuff like that.
Some
I
Rob
didn't really
Zombie.
appreciate any of that. Yeah, Rob Zombie, I definitely
Like you
had
roll
on.
into church bumping, what was it? White Zombies,
Oh, I played.
More Human Than Human.
Yeah,
'Cause it
that's
has that porn intro.
Fantastic. Exactly. That was in my back then.
That was
CD
my backyard
changer.
wrestling theme song for a while.
That's great.
my wrestling-
That's fantastic.
My wrestling name was actually Astro Creep.
I would have made so many ass jokes,
Probably.
especially with wrestling and how many times there are moves that put you like particularly close to each other.
All of them.
Yeah. You would have gotten
You know,
every ass
what's-
joke possible.
What's funny is I backyard wrestled
That sounds so dirty.
and loved wrestling itself.
Right.
And then tried out for high school wrestling and walked out the first day I felt like somebody was trying to fuck me
Oh. So you're okay
with fake wrestling.
getting dirty in the backyard,
Right.
but not
not in the
sweating on the
back
mats.
Big difference.
You didn't want to prolapse.
No.
I hear what you're saying. So anyway, now that we have you know, if anybody's gonna find our stories about these particular things funny, G-Mo will.
But no, so my wrestling name, I had several. I had to portray different characters because there was only like 5 of us.
Oh, okay. So flash change and
So I was...
new music, roll credits.
I was Astro Creep, and then there was Dark Side.
Okay.
No reference to DC's Dark Side. It was more of a somewhat Undertaker persona.
Right. Well, I'd want to be the Undertaker if I was a
So my
or
actual
Sable.
my actual
She's
name
hot.
my actual name is Nick, and I had a wrestling name by the name of Nick Kelly,
Okay.
which was my super preppy. I wore like khakis and a vest.
Oh, you did you?
I did.
Are there pictures?
And actually, I was given that name by my best friend because he was making fun of me for sounding like Kevin Kelly one time, which was one of the WWE's announcers at the time.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
I was Super Balls. Was another wrestling name.
Excuse me?
And ICP song Super Balls was my theme song. Ain't no bitch too fat
Right?
Ain't
Oh,
no
I liked
bitch too whack.
AC/DC's Big Balls. That was another one I picked my sister up to.
Huh.
It was a fantastic song.
There was a
no,
lot of things.
Honestly, everyone that I was associated with in high school was super into wrestling. And honestly, because I'm 5'5" and weighed 100 pounds, nothing, I was normally just like the practice dummy.
Well, so when we
Which
wrestled,
wasn't fair, by the way, because they didn't know what they were doing.
we had a queen size. It was either a queen size or king size or an overlarge size. I don't remember, but it was a king sized
Mattress
king or
type
queen
thing?
mattress with 2 twins that we actually put underneath it
See,
to add padding.
nobody cared about me like that. That's like the only way I ever ended up with rug burns. Like that's how I know they hurt like a bitch.
And we put them up against the corner of the chain link fence so that we had a top rope to jump off of and stuff. Eventually, it moved to my basement. That stopped after I bruised a tailbone because somebody thought they were going to, without letting me know, which we were typically called our spots. But he decided he wasn't going to let me know. This would be my best friend. He was a jerk at times. That he was going to reverse me out of the X Factor. So when I grabbed his head and went to go jump back to drop him down,
Right.
he pushed me. And I missed the mattress, landed right on my ass, and had to crawl upstairs and laid on the couch for about a day
Ow.
until I could walk again.
Yeah, see, I just got dropped on the floor and sofas and honestly whatever was close enough.
And then
Scraped myself on the side of the pool once when they decided to throw me into the pool. It was bullshit.
Well, and then we drug all the mattresses down to my buddy's house because my mom wanted us to stop doing it there.
Right.
So we drug them down to a buddy's house, and they had a car that we put them in front of, an old car that was just broke down that nobody was ever going to drive, so that became our top rope.
Right.
And that was fine. We were actually putting on shows for the neighborhood, which was really cool. Until I almost killed somebody that was probably 10, 15 years younger than me.
Oops.
We told him he was going to come out and knock me off the car. I was going to give him a signal. He was going to come out and knock me off the car, like trip me or something.
Right.
And he came out with a bunch of people watching and was like, "Is this where I'm supposed to push you?" And I went, "Yeah, sure." And he jumped up on the car and I choke slammed him off of it. And he didn't move for like 15 minutes. We thought I killed him.
I know that's supposed to be serious and that's fucking funny.
No, it was.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
After he started moving, I was like, okay, whew.
Well, yeah,
Not going
you
to
have
jail.
the slight little panic attack where you're like, I don't feel like this person is worth time over. But on the other hand, like, you kind of deserve that. Anyway, this was fantastic, and obviously it took us down memory lane, and all of the memories are fucking hilarious. So,
Right.
that's a good kind of memory lane.
This
for-
is
to
also the
take.
same kid that would ride around on his bike and sweep by us and be like, "Suck my dick." All right, look here, little shit.
Right. Right.
And then
Come hither, child. Would you like to be chokeslammed again?
I launched a football half a block away, nailed him right in the head
Yes.
while he was on his bike. My buddy's like, "I bet you can't hit him." I was like, "I bet I can."
I bet I can.
Nailed him right in his fucking
That's
dome
fantastic.
as he was driving away, and he fucking did the whole swerve and fell off his bike.
Yeah, I tried not to play with people like that.
Oh, we weren't
I
playing.
had a violent streak.
I've thrown him into a pine tree too.
No, I'm saying like.
I was a dick. He was also a dick though.
Yeah, that's where it gets a little in the gray zone. Like I just tried to stay away because when I was young, well, I still do. I just know how to curb my enthusiasm when it comes to violence at this
Terrible
point.
show. Keep going.
Oh,
Curb Your
oh,
Enthusiasm.
yeah, no, it is, but yeah, no, that was it in terms of violence. I know how to keep it down a notch at this point.
The
There's not many people that are worth time.
The pine tree throw was great though because I grabbed him and was going to throw him into a pine tree, but I cut out my periffs that a cop was coming down.
You're like,
So I let go and I backed off. The cop was passing. He looked over at us. I waved at the cop. The cop turned the corner and I grabbed him. He should have left. He had time.
Right, he had
He had
time.
ample time.
And warning. And warning.
And then I grabbed him and picked him up and threw him into the pine tree.
Yeah, see, he had warning. Yep. No
Should not have been
sympathy.
there.
No sympathy.
I am so glad that my kids are so much cooler and I don't have to throw them into pine trees.
Honestly, I figure that's more of a duct tape job. You know, a couple feet off the ground, just duct tape them to the tree, leave them there.
Yeah.
You know, it's a solid timeout. Right?
Anyways, alright. If you guys liked the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for
Do
notifications.
not take life advice from us.
No.
just, you know.
Comment down below, what did you think of G-Mo Skee with Prolapse? Also comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see reacted to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms. Honestly, we don't promote any of this shit.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
There were things that I
we
don't
are not
regret as a
violent
kid,
towards
but I
children
probably
or
shouldn't
our
have done.
animals or, you know, yeah. Although it is really fun to talk about.
It is.
Yeah, it's cathartic.
Right. We love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all depraved people later.